Viewers and subscribers, welcome to another video from leemillerrtv. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, click the notification bell so you can be the first to be notified of new contents. Don't forget to like, share, and also comment your thoughts below. With that being said, let's get to business. So currently, Dancehall's superstar Popcaan aka Gaza Unruly seems to be at odds with Gaza 6 Squash. Now I'm almost certain at this point everyone knows what the main reason is for. It's what I say between both the artists them. Assuming that you're not aware of what's happening, then here is the backstory. So Popcaan has been doing these funny looking dances for a while now, along with his slang Troublefoot feet. Now the problem is that after making that a thing for the unruly fan base, Squash then took it upon himself, and we may never know what truly inspired him, but he went ahead and did a music video with a song called Foot. Now, even though foot is a general thing and a common word or term to use in dancehall when it relates to dancing, Popcaan saw it as an offense and saw it as Squash trying to plagiarize his style. So now there was a leaked video of Popcaan claiming the style and saying, yo, him don't know what I want to but him and Squash. I know now say yo from this so things escalate. Squash then took to his Instagram to release a few posts of him dissing Popcaan as well as his mother. And here are some of them, because since then they have been deleted for after basically a few minutes or a few hours of them being posted on each person's Instagram. So I could go to Squash one first. The dog said, a joke thing this. Kiss my teeth. Me not even made the little so could eat that boy the song. You see me? Much less of yeah if you see him. Tell the little sodomite if you know himself, cause me and him are not the same. Me a bad man in a real life. You see what me I say? And so now Popcaan also had something to say and gave his piece, and it says, Popcaan say, yo, anything unruly say, we defend that. Suck your mama. Boy. Trouble. You see what me I say? So now, you see me, Squash go back again and this side say, yo man go answer work. The dog say, yo, me not go back and forth with clone. You and none of your gun bag friend them can't this me try no dildo tongue boy, yo, Jaja see and no. You and your whole family a sodomite, big batty boy go turn what? Rona at your head and belch and burp. Bad body that real life, yo, general viewers and subscribers. You see me, never want to read it, but me have to read it for no, because you see me? So what do you think, viewers and subs? In all my years listening to dancehall music, I had never imagined a clash between Popcaan and Squash. Believe me, I've always imagined Alkaline and somebody else because it was mostly him versus everyone else. But I'd be lying if I said this wasn't interesting to see two Gaza offspring fighting over whose foot should be the real foot. It's what I said, this is very funny. I couldn't even keep a straight face while doing this review. That isn't even the worst part of the viewers and subscribers, but no, the question has to be asked. If nobody now want to ask it, me I can ask the question. Where is Chronicler in all of this? This has to be one of the most awkward moments in dancehall's history, because Popcaan and Chronicler is from St. Thomas, and Chronicler and Squash are music brothers from the same camp, with Vybz Kartel as the grandfather. It's what me I say. I have maths, is me, but I'm a bit rusty, but let's look at the screen and get some visuals of what this kind of looks like for Chronicler. Jaja, what I'm saying, Troublefoot feet. So he's probably uncomfortable right now in all of this, but I totally want to see Popcaan and Squash hash it out in the studio. Full-time Popcaan seriously defend himself, and it's a good opportunity for Squash to redeem himself. So right now, the street credit is at stake and the winner takes all. All me know said, if Popcaan get right off another warrior, he really are going to left an even worse stain, because now the fans them can't be biased. Them have to go call it as it is. But funny enough, all people say, yo, thief from thief, God laugh. And I'm saying that to say this. Alkaline said new level unlock, and Popcaan came in and said new level.
Get permission to use new level unlock.
And you see how close that was? All Popcaan left off was the unlocked. And most people made it seem like it wasn't a big deal, and Alkaline shouldn't call out Popcaan for that, and at the same thing we end up a witness now. It's not even like a slang the two dog them a use. One use a slang and one use a video. But Popcaan still a defend him thing. So now, I hope some people take back them chat when Alka did have to defend him slang or him style. Cause about 2 or 3 songs Popcaan do with the same title. But let me know what y'all think of this. Leave your thoughts below. It's what I say. Say hashtag hilarious if you find it dramatic, or hashtag war if that you want to see. Now, moving on to the main topic. Fans/dancehall consumers says Alkaline fall off and is putting out trash, weak or lazy song. Now, this I wouldn't say was a shocker, but it was very interesting to read a few comments. I honestly had a hard time understanding like what people meant by saying Alkaline fall off. Just barely 2 months ago, Alkaline gave us an EP with 6 tracks. The same EP had so many bangers on it and even outsold so many other projects from quote-unquote bigger or more international artists. We are talking about the same Alkaline who gave us countless hit songs to date. How can it be that an artist of this caliber would fall off just suddenly? I believe people use the term very lightly, and when people discuss falling off, it's basically just the surface that they are looking at. So, if they're not seeing the number 1 or the 1 million views in 7 days, then this is what I come to recognize as the criteria that people are now using for saying an artist is running the place. We see Popcaan release an album, it didn't do well as people thought, especially in pure sales. You look at his YouTube page, you see me, and the performance is poor. Vybz Kartel also isn't doing much, and it's just to further illuminate the fact that if them now do the numbers and they are supposedly bigger artists than Alkaline and people not saying them fall off, then how is it that Alkaline are gonna fall off? Now look at one of the other main reasons people say that, and it's because the songs nowadays where him drop, where them call nowadays as in this year 2023. We get what? 2 songs from Alkaline from the year starts basically, and people consider them as lazy or trash. Alkaline is probably the only artist I can readily recall that doesn't have a song that sounds similar to something he did before. Even when Alkaline doesn't release song, he's still in the top 10 of dancehall artists, and that's not something that just anybody can achieve. When the average artist releases 10 songs, Alkaline releases probably 4, and if we're lucky, we may see one of them being a music video. Let's also take this time to remember that even who some call the king of dancehall doesn't have straight hits under his belt. Him just release songs, but you not hear the people must say oh, them lame out or them flop. So if you're a judge, we have to be fair straight across the board. Alkaline make moves when enough artists are sleep or get drunk. But if him not talk about them, or if him not talk about them, people not go see what go on until them see a mad post about Givenchy. We see another successful Nuru staging, or we see him headlining another concert. Although I kind of blame Alkaline for some of this, because if it wasn't for him, him basically like set the bar so high for himself in the first place. It was him who made YouTube trending a thing and was putting out songs that was getting like 1 million, 3, 5 and even 7 days. And people being, especially people, is what I say, the dancehall community got so spoiled to such an extent that that was then their constant expectation of Alkaline, and they only wanted to see that basically all the time, even when that wasn't in the artist's main objective. So shout out to the real ones that holding it down and enjoying the music and appreciating the diversity that Alkaline brings to the game. No artist alive in dancehall has the refreshing style that Alkaline has, and I always make reference to what Cranium said. I the only man where not there, but in there. And I just some lordly kind of style that Alkaline have. So let me know what are your thoughts below. It's what I say. So there you have it, viewers and subscribers. If you have made it this far into the video and liked anything I had to say, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you can be the first to be notified of new contents. Don't forget to like, share, and also comment your thoughts below. And as always, the pleasure was mine. I'm out. Bing!